This has always bugged me. When we die, you read 1 Corinthians 13, it says 3 things. There's 3 things that will remain, right? What is it? Faith, hope, and love, right? And the greatest of these is love. Okay, so tell me something. Why is faith and hope going to remain in heaven? That through eternity, why is faith and hope going to remain? I think faith and hope is so important that even in eternity, we'll have to apply this. Why would he say it's going to be eternal? Because to me, it seems like, well, okay, when we're done and we go to heaven, we don't need faith and hope anymore because we're there, right? That would be to say that we don't need love then, but we will. So what are we going to use faith and hope for in eternity? And so we better learn it here because it's going to have some kind of a context in heaven. I don't get it, don't understand it, don't have to understand it.
So well, those are really the 3 core values of God, is faith, hope, and love. That's why they remain, right? So it's like, it's not like he's going to change.
And one of the things I'd like to comment on that, the Apostle John has his head on the chest of Jesus. The Apostle John was the only disciple that made it to the cross. Simon Peter didn't. They all scattered. And I've asked the question 100 times, why was John the only one there? And I believe it's because he had the greatest revelation of love. 4 times in John's letters he says, the disciple whom Jesus loved.
Right.
And so I agree with what you're saying. So what is our role here, even in this whole conversation? Any theology that doesn't have a baseline of love, I don't want to listen to at all. So Simon shows up on the beach with John towards the end. This is after the resurrection, before the ascension. And Simon pulls his typical Simon Peter thing. He goes, what about this guy? What about him?
We're all going to die as he.
Yes, and Jesus' response is amazing. He says, don't worry about it. He didn't answer his question.
That's right.
Don't worry about it. You just follow me. That's the only way I can have peace in the middle of this tense conversation. Lord, I'm going to follow you, and I have a love deficit. I need your love, and then it helps me navigate these conversations a lot better.